It's kinda dark out. I do think this fight of the light, This is a rough draft, but fuck it, the timing was right.
Bill Gates and Klaus Schwab. Let me just get this straight for a minute. No theories, no hypothetics. Let's just talk strictly facts. This guy says by 2030 you're going to own nothing and you're going to be happy about it, the World Economic Forum. He says that every single system, food, education, everything is going to be reset. Just a side note, we never voted for this guy, and he's coming into our lives, a stranger we never met, telling us he's going to reset our lives. We need to reset everything. Okay, dude. Then this guy says there's going to be food shortages, there's going to be more outbreaks of things. Now he's buying up more farmland than anyone else in the United States. He's the largest owner of farmland. Now food processing facilities are burning down at an unprecedented rate. 18 massive processing facilities have burned up or been hit by planes and burst into flames in the last 6 months. He's investing in fake meat. The food supply is being destroyed. Where's the theory here? Something very strange is happening, and they're telling you they're doing it.
And first of all, I thought currently in the mainstream media that we had all the way up until the year 2050 or 2040 or 2060. Oh, now they pushed it back to 2030. Let me tell you something, my people. This is happening way faster than 2030. You better try this. Listen, something major is going to happen before the year 2024 or 2025. However, that's going to change the outlook on this planet, period. It's already changing drastically. But they said 2030, a major reset. You want to hear that again? I'm going to let you play. I'm going to play part of it.
And Klaus Schwab. Let me just get this straight for a minute. No theories, no hypothetics. Let's just talk strictly facts. This guy says by 2030 you're going to own nothing and you're going to be happy about it, the World Economic Forum. He says that every single system, food, education, everything is going to be reset. Just a side note, we never voted for this guy, and he's coming into our lives, a stranger we never met, telling us he's going to reset our lives. We need to reset everything. Okay, dude. Then this guy says there's...
And Bill Gates is buying up all your food, buying up all your farmland, says there's going to be a food shortage, and it's actually happening. And we still think this is sweet. We still think this is it. Oh my gosh, man, we have a long road ahead of us. For some of us, not all of us, we have a long road ahead of us. Last video that I want to play right here, and I'm going to play this video again when I do my next video regarding the neocortex of the brain, the prefrontal lobe. Here we go. Pause. Human DNA. Now, hold on for 1 second. I said this earlier when I was on live. Black man, me and you can go in a lab and cook up something. Actually, we did. If you look at some of these racist people out here, we cooked them the fuck up. You don't get it, huh? Through rape or voluntarily mixed breeding. We cooked them up. But let me just explain something to you. We can go in a lab and cook up some shit. The only difference is they would call it unethical if we were in there, and then we would understand how other races or species got here on the planet. So now let me tell you why they can no longer use our organs, but they want someone else is using them, eating them preferably. They can no longer use our organs to keep themselves alive because our energy frequency, the atoms in our body is different now. It is a whole new different charge. Our atoms literally destroys them now. Listen to this.
DNA has been combined in several studies with pigs to produce half-human blood, as well as to grow human organs inside of a pig. As of now, the fetuses are legally required to be killed before they grow, but the hope is to supply hundreds of thousands of people waiting on organ transplants with livers, kidneys, and hearts, all harvested from a pig.
Now, I played a video the other day when you find out, like our brother Kendrick Johnson, when he was wrapped up and the people found him, what was missing? Liver, heart, kidneys, eyes, tongue. Why are they taking these organs? And now they need them pigs to make them. Come on.
Studies being conducted that are public. There is a real possibility that under governments with less transparent rules and restrictions, somewhere on the planet, experiments are being conducted in which human-animal hybrids are being implanted in wombs and brought to full term. The possibilities are exciting for medical use, but also ethically questionable.
Let me pause something. First of all, you really think this is not going on? You have the slightest idea in these underground facilities and labs what are really taking place. And I'm going to play this again so you can see it for yourself.
has been combined in several studies with pigs to produce half human blood as well as to grow human organs inside of a pig. As of now, the fetuses are legally required to be killed before they grow, but the hope is to supply hundreds of thousands of people waiting on organ transplants with livers, kidneys, and hearts, all harvested from a pig. These are the studies being conducted that are public. There is a real possibility that under governments with less transparent rules and restrictions, somewhere on the planet, experiments are being conducted in which human-animal hybrids are being implanted in wombs and brought to full term. The possibilities are exciting for medical use, but also ethically questionable.
Now look at that. How do you get an image like that if you ain't already create that? There are things that, when I told y'all, when I said this before, because I'm ready to bring my brother up here. When I told you before, what y'all didn't want to hear when I was saying this, you think getting the Asian man, the Arab man, and the white man, you thought that shit just sprung out of the blue. No, they was working and trying to get the right sequence in order to develop a species that could fool our naked eye. This is what you're not understanding. That can fool our naked eye. That's why it's two creation stories in the Bible. God said, let us make man in our likeness and our image. And when you look at a Draconian race and you look at their races, what they do, organ harvest, drink blood, they're very violent. They have no soul. They feed off and thrive off of pain. So now when you look at our species, right, no matter how the laws are imbalanced, no matter how we living on this planet, the conditions that they have us in, mind you, we put ourselves in this condition. No matter how the education system, the teachers, every teacher, every doctor, every geneticist know that they are living a lie. Their job is based off psychological and physical genocide. Every last one of them. And the ones that want to turn a deaf ear and a blind eye to it, they can't do it no more. No matter how much they wanted to crawl in their little cubby hole and say, I'm doing a good job, I'm doing a good service to help these people, I am doing a great job, they can't crawl in their cubby hole of lies anymore. You see, because we are coming to the realization there is a new frequency that is hitting the planet. Let me show you this real fast, and before I bring my brother real fast. The Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance. You see this right here? 1111. There were over 4 hours of data that went missing. 4 hours of data that went missing. Why? Because they can't explain to you. They can't explain right now. Hold on, they can't explain. What the hell? Oh, let me see this. Hold on. I'll get back to that. They can't explain. Where is that? Did I close it out? They can't explain. You see these CMEs? They can't explain where these are coming from. They can't explain where these ionized particles are coming from. I know where they're coming from. They don't. Well, let me put it to you like this: they're not explaining that in mainstream media. NASA know exactly where it's coming from. They can't explain that. I have to see something, my people. I have to go over here. Let me see what this shit is right here. I have to see what this is. First of all, NASA, can you explain to me? You see this right here? Left side, right side, the two flashes that's happening. This has never occurred before. Whoa, did you see that? Let me go back here. See something. I want to see something. You see this right here? This is where they say a meteor. That has a tail. You see that coming out? You see that sticking from the back of that? Let me see something here. They call that a meteor. Yeah, it's not. Call it a meteor. That's up to you. That's fine. I don't have a problem with what you calling it. It's not a meteor. These are ships that are going in and out of the sun. There is no debris up there. There is no trash up there. And can somebody please explain this to me? What is this? What is this right here? Somebody please explain that to me. Explain that to me. We're going to say this is Venus or Mercury. We already got that. What is this? What is this? Clearly, you can see that over here as well. What is that? So this is Venus. and Mercury, these two planets. One of them is Venus, the other Mercury. What is this? And what are the two flashes on both sides of the sun? What are these two flashes that's going on both sides of the sun? What are these two flashes that's happening? And these are coronal mass ejections that are constantly being shot off from the sun. This is Earth in the middle. Look at our magnetic field, Paul. Look, Earth is in the middle. The white side is the daytime side. The black is the nighttime side. Look at the pressure that's on the magnetic field. Look at this. And then you have backside pressure right here. Now this is UT time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the 12. Click on the 12. Let me see. Let's go forward. Look at the nighttime. Look at the nighttime pressure. How far this go? Look at the pressure that's pressing in. This is your magnetic field. So this is why now they announced, you can go to Wuhan News, they announced that Russia is supposed to be doing a EMP attack, electric magnetic pulse, where though it's going to short circuit all the electricity in Ukraine. It's going to knock all the power out. Yeah, okay. You can believe that shit if you want to. That is not happening. That is not happening. That is all a setup. This is coming from the sun, and they trying to get ahead of the game. So we're going to go over here and look at this real fast. Earth is in the middle. I'm going to go to the 12. Go to the 12. Look at this. Look at this pressure. Whatever is here, it is sitting right here. Look at the arrows reversing. These arrows represent cosmic rays that are coming from the sun. Now, the sun is supposed to be over here in the daytime side. So the cosmic rays are coming this way. It's supposed to hit the Earth atmosphere, go through Earth, go past Earth, and go out into space. Look at back here. You see these arrows? They are being reversed back into the planet, which is the planet is highly charged with ionized particles, charged particles that are changing our anatomy. That is changing our anatomy. All of us, not just one single person. All of us. So we're gonna move in and look at these magnetic field lines. Go over here and see what this is on the 12th. Look at these look at this. When Neo woke up in the Matrix, you seen these lines. When you see birds and bees and you see animals flying, they are connected to magnetic field line. Even the fish, even the ones that walk on the earth, they all are connected to a magnetic field line. They understand this is why fish in the ocean travel a certain distance and they don't go as far. It's a certain they only go to a certain distance and come back. They don't just flow all through the ocean. They flow to a certain distance and they stop. Whenever you see fish out of their normal pattern, when you see nature out of their normal pattern, that means the magnetic field is changing. Look at these. These are all low vibrational lines that are being broken off. This is how I know right now we are being bombarded with ionized particles that is coming from the sun, and there's nothing that they can do about it. This is how I know shit gonna hit the fan down here. It's already hit the fan in my eyes. It's just a question of who's gonna catch up to it or not. That's all. Hold on, I'm done with that. Done with that. Done with this. Hold up. This is the last thing. When the Schumann resonance, right here, when the Schumann resonance spikes, human biology is affected. Human biology is affected, especially in our third eye, the pineal gland. According to neuroscience, frequencies recording 36 plus hertz in the human brain are more associated with a stressed nervous system than a relaxed and healthy one. That is not true. Call it whatever you want. That is not true. That is not true at all. If you look at the Schumann resonance, as I showed you right here, you can make an argument right now. You see this right here, all this blue right here. We can make an argument that we're between 32 and 33 hertz, going straight across. And then, like I said, they blocked out at least 4 hours of information. Now, let me go ahead over here and introduce my brother. Been a long time coming. You know what I mean? My brother in the building. Let me introduce my brother. You know what I mean? We're going to go over some of these images. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back off of here, and I'm going to let the floor be yours. You can talk about, bring up the Mississippi River, bring up the things that you have witnessed and things that you got on your camera. Let me know when you want me to bring up those images, go on Instagram, and I bring up those images so that way you can walk people through what they are seeing. All right.
All right, let's do that first.
All right.